So, okay, welcome to the Entrepreneurial Research Day organized by EIT ICT Labs. I'm Olivier Festor. I'm the Director of Research of EIT ICT Labs, and I'm very happy to see so many people interested in entrepreneurial research. So thank you for being there. Right after Labor Day, which was a day off yesterday in France and many other countries. May 2 today is a very special day, especially in France, because there are two debates that will occur. One extremely interesting, which is the one we will have today. One maybe as interesting that will happen later on tonight on the French TV. Anyway, what we will debate today is the link between entrepreneurship and being an entrepreneur and being a scientist. So we are about roughly 80 people in the room here in Paris. We have colleagues everywhere in Europe following the presentation. So there is some logistics. It's broadcasted under with a you need a user ID and a password, which has been given to the other nodes on Ubicast, and we are happy to do this broadcasting with one of the startups that is actually coached by ICT Labs. And again, thank you also for the colleagues from Ubicast for doing this broadcast for us. If you want to comment on the event on Twitter, there are two tags. One is ICT Labs, and the other one is a little bit longer, which is Entrepreneurial Research Days. So feel free to use these two hashtags to comment. So today we are extremely honored to have several top researchers and entrepreneurs. I should rather say serial entrepreneurs, because most of them have created several companies or are in the process of creating several companies. You have the list of the speakers here. I will present them individually as soon, just before their talk. As I said, EICT Labs is a European organization, and as such, every event we do is an event at the European scale. So the presentations today are broadcasted, and we have interaction with the other. Altogether, we have interaction with 6 nodes. We have about 100 participants here, and we also have 80 colleagues following the day and the other 5 nodes, plus 2 extensions in Munich and Rennes, where also colleagues are following the day and the presentations. The objectives of the day are the following: is to develop entrepreneurial spirit among researchers by using a role model, which the roles are our speaker today. So show and demonstrate that entrepreneurial research works well in harmony with basic fundamental research. That we have the presenters to share their experience in being both an entrepreneur and a scientist, but also to present what EIT ICT Labs has to offer in terms of instruments to foster and to encourage entrepreneurial research. And this event comes together with a set of instruments that we are building into EIT ICT Labs, and especially for the call of next year, we have one new instrument which is explicitly named Entrepreneurial Research, which fosters young researchers, Ph.D. students, to encourage them to go towards creating companies, values, and technology transfer. So when looking into the literature, you have two faces of entrepreneurial research. You have on the one side the entrepreneurs, you have on the other side the scientists. And you have the two definitions there. I'm not going to go into these definitions, but they actually share a couple of common objectives, and that you have here, going from the freedom to pursue their own goal. On the other side, you have the desire to understand the world, how it works, to build, general rules, models of how the world is working, and in also desire to advance a community and to advance a field, either through entrepreneurship or through research, which is rather than advance the knowledge and improve the world, and a social recognition, being by their peers in the academic or in the economic world through entrepreneurship. And there is one common point that we often find in every definition of people being top scientists and good and successful entrepreneurs. There's this word, which is passion. And passion for their work, passion for what they do. And we really hope that through the day that the presenters, or we are convinced that the presenters, that they will give you and share with you their passion of what they do. We have an agenda for that, so we have a couple of presentations. And before we start with the first scientific and experience presentation, I want to give the floor to the Chief Executive Officer of EIT ICT Labs, which is Professor Jonker.